first
Hi,
of all.
my name's Terry Yount. I'm the president of the Northwest Illinois Aerial Combat Memorial that's being established in Lena, Illinois. A friend of mine who was a chief mechanic in the Air Force was stationed at Moody Air Force Base in Georgia and was responsible for 4 F-4 Phantoms. And he was talking to a friend of his that had informed him that he had knowledge that one of those airplanes had been shot down, had been droned and shot down and used as target practice. And he, being the sort of an emotional guy he is, obviously, was not happy about that. And I just kind of came in on the tail end of the conversation, and I just, being a friend of his as well, said, well, why don't we just form a group and see if we can't save 1 or 2 of these aircraft, you know, from demolition. And what we have today is a committee, a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation that is, we actually, the city of Lena has been awarded an aircraft. Henry, in fact, did call Fritz Werhane, and Fritz, by the time the conversation was over, had donated a plot of land directly across the road or street from the American Legion Hall in Lena. So we had the land first, and then shortly thereafter we were awarded the aircraft. So we have an aircraft in our name sitting at Holloman Air Force Base as we speak that needs to be transported from there to here at the cost of some $80,000 that we don't have right now. We have a reception that's going to be held at the Rafters in Lena, Illinois on July the 10th from 5:30 to 8. 5:30 to 6:30 is a cocktail hour. 6:30 to 7:30 we're going to be doing conversation, talking about the aircraft and so forth, answering questions. And then from 6:30 or 7:30 to 8 is just a kind of a mingling period. We're hoping that people will see fit to make a donation. We have a couple of different ways you can do that. It's a brick paver. In our case, it's 8 inches by 8 inches. $150 for an 8 by 8 inch paver that you can have inscribed on it whatever you want up to a point. It's only so big, but we will then take that paver and put it in the walkways of the park. Hopefully, it's going to be designated as a park. And we have a graduated scale. Starting, I believe at the top it's platinum, and then gold, and then silver, and then bronze. Depending on, I think a $1,000 donation will get you to the platinum level. So we tried to keep it rather reasonable, so that people, that around Northwest Illinois can contribute and can do so in a reasonably inexpensive way. Is our address, if you want to send just a donation, is P.O. Box 290, Lena, Illinois 6048. It will go to transporting the aircraft, and that's done by a commercial organization called Worldwide Aircraft Recovery that does that for a living, and they're very good at it. If you're in the area on July 10th, stop by Rafters. You're more than welcome. Anybody's welcome to attend. We'll be happy to explain the purpose. Basically, the purpose of the thing is explanatory, is to help people understand what's happening right there in Lena. The one thing we did want to stress is that although it's located in Lena, as the name implies, it involves Northwest Illinois. It's in the entire regional area. We were just donated land in Lena. It could have been Stockton, but we named it Northwest Illinois because we want it to be a regional thing outside of Stevenson County. The F-4 Phantom was the most prolific aircraft ever built. They built 5,195 of them. And as a kind of an addendum, the funny thing of it is the one aircraft, there were 2 remaining in the GSA inventory when we were given ours, when they awarded ours to us. The one we got is one of the 4 aircraft that my friend worked on in the Air Force at Holloman. I mean, the whole thing was started by the fact that he had found out that one of his aircraft had been shot down.
Right.
My guess is probably 3 out of the 4 were shot down, but the odds are 4 in 5,195 that he would ever see one of his aircraft again, and it's the one that GSA awarded us. So that tells you something about the whole thing.